Well, now that we've tried out the test shortcuts, we are now going to try the live shortcuts. There are only two of them. The first one is Alt tilde, and the second one is Alt Shift tilde. Now, tilde is the symbol that you see on the left hand side of the number 1 on most keyboards. Basically, Alt tilde, what it does is that AutoFxK will run through a loop wherein it'll check to see if the charts that you've selected have been loaded up or not, and if it hasn't, then those charts will be loaded. It'll test to see if there are profitable signals, and if there is one, then it'll attempt to place a trade. And once it's done with one chart, it'll move into the next chart that you had selected and then repeat the same process all over again. Now, the difference between Alt tilde and Alt Shift tilde is that Alt tilde is a single loop, wherein let's say if you had selected 4 charts, then AutoFxK will run through a single loop wherein it tests all 4 charts and then it'll stop. Whereas if you hit Alt Shift tilde, then AutoFxK will run through all 4 charts, and once it's done, it'll wait for a certain period of time, which is specified in the settings page, and then repeat the entire loop all over again, starting from the first chart. So let's go ahead and see what Alt tilde does. And I'm hitting it right now, Alt tilde. Here we go. So the first chart we had selected in the settings page, if you remember, was USD CHF, and that's what it's extracting the data from right now. Switching to Forex Killer, clearing it up, going through the entire process that you've seen before. All of this stuff is happening automatically. No hands. So let's see what kind of short-term signal we get. We've got a buy here. Waiting for the long-term signal, and we have a buy as well. Now, since both the signals are matching, AutoFxK will attempt to place a trade. We'll switch to your MetaTrader platform, bring up the order page, place that as an instant execution, and then click buy, since it was a buy order. Now, since that's in process, it'll go ahead and click OK. If this doesn't go through, then your MetaTrader platform will basically say recode, and since that particular order failed, AutoFxK will attempt to place the trade again. It'll do this 3 times, for a maximum of 3 times, and over here you notice that the order went through. Now, since we're done with USD CHF, AutoFxK is moving to the next chart, which is the USD JPY. And here you see it's for the 30-minute frame. It's extracting the data for this chart now, and it's going to switch to Forex Killer. Repeat the same process all over again.